telecom operators. The Supreme Court has struck off the telecom regulator's order imposing a penalty on call drops. The Apex Court, which had earlier asked the TRAI and the government to try and work out a solution with the telecom operators, ruled that the imposition of the levy was arbitrary and unreasonable. Ashmit Kumar was in the courtroom and he's joining in now. Ashmit, you heard the verdict in a detailed manner. Great news for telecom operators, but take us through the verdict and the reasoning that the Supreme Court gave.
Well, the Supreme Court, as you rightly pointed out, not having any of the arguments that were put forth by TRAI, striking down the call drop levy, and also, in fact, hitting out at the telecom regulator as well as the government. Now, the Supreme Court's observations by way of this order were quite sharp. Not only have they held this call drop penalty to be unconstitutional and not sound in law, they've also said that the penalty, the way it's been structured and enforced, is arbitrary in nature, that it borders unreasonableness, and that, most importantly, perhaps, that it is not sufficiently transparent. The way it has been construed, the way it has sought to be deployed and then subsequently enforced was not transparent. Now, this, of course, comes on the back of a lot of arguments being put forth by the telcos. The telcos had argued that on various instances, TRAI itself had conceded that not all call drops are attributable to the telcos. The telcos also, in fact, represented before the Apex Court that it's unfair to make the argument that they've not been making requisite investments, given that the investments in context of the spectrum costs in terms of the land cost is in fact at par with various Chinese competitors. They also argued that there are already guidelines in place, there are already mechanisms in place to ensure that the quality of service is maintained. But yet, despite that, a parallel mechanism had been launched by TRAI, which they argued was unconstitutional. That argument finding favor with the Supreme Court for now striking down, giving the final word, and giving much needed relief to telcos as far as call drop levy is concerned. Back to you.
All right, Ashmit.